Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today in history our lesson is Pakistan since creation. Today we'll cover the topic comparison between constitutions of 1956, 1962 and 1973. After the creation of Pakistan, it was needed to have a constitution to run the country according to the Islamic laws stated in the Quran and Sunnah. So after a long period of 9 years, the first constitution was approved on 23rd of March in 1956. The second constitution was approved in 1962 through a presidential order of Ayub Khan. The third constitution was presented by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto on 23rd March. So altogether Pakistan had three constitutions. Let's have a comparison between the three constitutions. In 1956 constitution, the form of government was parliamentary. In 1962, the presidential form of government was introduced, meaning the executive powers were rested with the president. In 1973's constitution, parliamentary form of government was introduced again. It means that most of the executive powers were rested with the prime minister. If we'll compare the method of election, first direct method of election were introduced. Second time indirect method of elections were introduced, and again in 1973's constitution direct method of election were adopted. If we look the system of legislation, lawmaking. So what was the process in 1956? The system of legislation was unicameral. It means that having one house, the only National Assembly. In 1962 constitution, the system of legislation was unicameral, having one house, again the same thing, one National Assembly. But in 1973's constitution, bicameral legislation was introduced. It means having two houses, National Assembly lower house and Senate the upper house. The executive powers. Most executive powers were exercised by the Prime Minister, as in 1956 there was parliamentary form of government. In 1962 constitution, most of the executive powers were exercised by the president, as form of government was presidential. In 1973 constitution, again Prime Minister exercised all the executive powers as parliamentary system was introduced. Fundamental rights. When Pakistan was created, it was stated that it is going to be a welfare Islamic state. So the fundamental rights of the people will be protected. In 1956 constitution, it was ensured that fundamental rights to be of the citizens of the state, but civil and political rights can be suspended in any case of emergency. In 1962 constitution ensures fundamental rights to the citizens of the state. In 1973 constitution ensures fundamental rights of the citizen to the citizens by the state. Now what are fundamental rights? Have a look. A right to equality means every citizen of Pakistan is equal before law. Right to freedom, that whatever you think is right you can speak. Right to speech, a right to have a property, right to have education, right to have your basic human rights. Again, a right against exploitation. People can go to the court, they can file a case against a person who is exploiting them. A right to the freedom of religion. Anybody living in the Pakistan will be free to exercise their religion. Cultural and educational rights, a right to the constitutional remedies. So all these rights were ensured by the constitution to the citizens of Pakistan. Name of the state was decided as Pakistan was proclaimed Islamic Republic of Pakistan. In 1962, Pakistan was proclaimed as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. In 1973's constitution, Pakistan was proclaimed as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Islamic provisions were introduced in 1956 constitution, same in 1962's constitution, and in 1973's constitution. What are Islamic provisions? Promotion of social justice and eradication of social evils, Islamic Ideology Council, unity among Muslim countries, Ahmadiyyas, a non-Muslim minority, teachings of Holy Quran, Islamic way of life, as Pakistan was created in the name of Islam. Now, in 1956 constitution, we see that it was a flexible constitution. Means amendment can be made by 2/3 majority of the parliament. In the 1962 constitution was a rigid constitution. It could only be amended through a particular process. If any amendment or change or reform was needed, it had to be approved by a 2/3 majority of the parliament and ratified by the president. Then it became the part of the constitution. The 1973 constitution was semi-rigid. It was not easy to amend the constitution. A 2/3 majority of the parliament is required, but approval of the president is not compulsory over here. In 1956, as East Pakistan was part of West Pakistan, along there were two wings of Pakistan, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. So English, Urdu and Bengali were declared as the national languages of the state. In 1962's constitution, Urdu and Bengali were declared as the national language of the state. Then in 1973, just Urdu has been declared as the state language of Pakistan. Amendments or changes in the 1973 constitution. Total 25th till December 2018. Some important are: the second amendment made in the constitution was defined a Muslim and declared the status of Ahmadiyyas as minority and a non-Muslim. Eighth amendment was that changed Pakistan's government from a parliamentary system to a semi-presidential system by giving president a number of additional powers. The 13th amendment gives the president of Pakistan reserve power to dissolve the National Assembly of Pakistan and thereby triggering a new election and dismissing the Prime Minister. This amendment is known as the 13th amendment. Then comes the 18th amendment, removed the power of President of Pakistan to dissolve the parliament unilaterally. Then 21st amendment is for speedy trial military courts to deal with the terrorists. Okay, our lesson over here ends. Now, what is your assignment? Compare and contrast the constitutions of 1962 and 1973. Prepare a bank of words you find difficult and maintain your vocabulary bank. So this time your assignment is to compare and contrast the two constitutions of 1962 and 1973. Thank you, class.